What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Noah Gray here, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Josh's channel and check out showmefootball.com for more.
What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Josh Fan of showmefootball.com and arrowheadaddict.com, covering your Kansas City Chiefs. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs just got the steal of the entire draft in the 4th round. We'll talk about that right after this. Ladies and gentlemen of the Chiefs Kingdom, in the 4th round of the NFL draft, the Kansas City Chiefs were able to nab yet another offensive weapon for Patrick Mahomes. At pick 133 in the 4th round, the Kansas City Chiefs select Utah State wide receiver Jalen Royals. And man, I let out an audible hell yes after this pick came across my screen, because Jalen Royals was a guy that I was in love with throughout the draft process. And the fact that he was still on the board in the 4th round, I think it's one of those picks that you look at as an opposing fan, if you're not a fan of the Chiefs, and say, how did the Chiefs get this guy? How did we let this happen? Because Jalen Royals is a dog. I mean, I think that's, if you were to ask me to pick one word to describe him, it is dog. And just to put into context how good of a pick this is value-wise, KCSN, our friends over there, Kent Swanson, he put out immediately after the pick that they gave Jalen Royals a 2nd-round grade in their KC Sports Network draft guide. They had him as wide receiver number 6. And then also, if you want to take a look at his RAS score, this is yet another elite athlete at the position. And what I really like about it is that I think he brings an absolute alpha outside wide receiver type of guy to your wide receiver room. I do think he can play outside in the NFL. On TV, they were immediately talking about him playing the slot in Kansas City, but Kansas City already has quite a bit of slot options. I think they're bringing in Jalen Royals to compete on the outside. And man, it just feels like it's been so long since we've had a guy like this, a bigger wide receiver, someone who's 6 foot and above, that has a muscular build and can just push guys around in man coverage. He can beat man coverage, beat that press coverage. I think this is a guy that coming in immediately is going to have some natural ability to be able to beat press man coverage, which is something most rookie wide receivers tend to struggle with. But Jalen Royals, this is a guy that's going to play, and he's going to play early, I think. And man, I didn't know if the Chiefs were going to do it. I didn't know that they were going to grab another wide receiver in this draft. I wanted them to, but it was no guarantee they would. But Brett Veach delivers on his promise to surround Patrick Mahomes with more explosive weapons with the Jalen Royals pick. And man, I just cannot get around the value that the Chiefs got here. I mean, this is a guy that should have been gone in the 2nd or 3rd round. Every time I would do a mock draft, Jalen Royals, sometimes I would pick him. In the times that I didn't, he would always get taken by someone else in the 2nd or 3rd round. I mean, that's just the type of value that the Chiefs are getting here at this pick. And what I also really like about him is he ran a 4.3 40-yard dash at 6 foot and above, over 200 pounds. Like, this guy can fly, and he is a bigger wide receiver, and the Chiefs were just adding more speed to this offense. And we know how much this offense struggled mightily last year. They just were not able to create enough explosive plays. I mean, the offense struggled to score 24, 25 points a game. And I was tired of seeing games come down to the Chiefs winning because the other team botched a snap, or because the other team missed a game-winning field goal, or the Chiefs win on a game-winning field goal against the Carolina Panthers. The offense was a mess last year. The Chiefs finally seem to be addressing that by getting an explosive wide receiver. And I just feel like over the past few years, the Chiefs have had a little bit of a shortage of talent at those offensive skill positions. They have some guys you like, but it just seems like too many times Juju Smith-Schuster was getting too many snaps for this stage of his career, or Justin Watson was getting too many snaps for this stage of his career. But the Chiefs go out and they get a guy that just, I think, makes their wide receiver room completely stacked now when you look at what they have. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown. I mean, now you add Jalen Royals into the mix. That is a very, very good top 4 wide receiver room. And also, this gives you a little bit more insurance now in case Rashee Rice is to miss the first few games due to suspension and injury, or if Hollywood Brown or Xavier Worthy are to suffer an injury here and there. Jalen Royals is going to play. And another thing is he created a lot of explosive plays. I believe over the past 2 seasons, he had the most plays of 50 yards or more in FBS. So, I mean, and also what I really like about him too is the loyalty factor. Jalen Royals was easily a guy that could have transferred up to a bigger school over the past couple of years, opted to stay at Utah State. And I admire that. So I like that about him. I don't have enough good things to say about this. I legitimately think the Kansas City Chiefs just got the steal of the draft in the 4th round. And I know a lot of times you hear people say, oh, the Kansas City Chiefs got the steal of the draft, or everyone thinks their team got the steal of the draft. I legitimately believe that the Chiefs just got the steal of the draft here in the 4th round by grabbing an alpha outside wide receiver who just is a dog. And you go and you watch his Senior Bowl highlights. He was bowling every single DB at the Senior Bowl. I don't know, man. I just love it. So I'm going to have more things to say about this pick right after this, and also what I think the Kansas City Chiefs still need in this draft. But real quick before that, I want to talk about a new app that's coming out, Penalty Verdict. You're going to want to have this tool for next season when it comes to arguing with other NFL fans over officiating. So let's check it out.
Whether you're sick of seeing your team constantly get screwed over by the refs, tired of hearing about how your team only wins because of the refs, or simply just desire fair play and accountability, then Penalty Verdict is the perfect app for you. Penalty Verdict is a new app that allows football fans to vote on penalty calls in real time on both NFL and college football games. With Penalty Verdict, you'll be able to engage with a community of football fans who desire accuracy and transparency in officiating. And not only does Penalty Verdict allow you to vote on and discuss penalties in real time, but you'll also have access to data and statistics on specific referees. And you can even see what your favorite team's win-loss record is with that referee heading the crew. You can use this information to make educated guesses on who's going to win each game, and earn even more XP, which can be used to place wagers and climb up leaderboards on Penalty Verdict. Unlock the next dimension of sports by engaging with real-time polling of referees, players, and teams. And lastly, view data-driven insights to have informed discussions about the games. While Penalty Verdict is still in the development phase, we would love to hear your guys' feedback on what features you want to see in the app for next football season. Invite your friends to join and share Penalty Verdict today, and follow Penalty Verdict on social media.
So guys, that is Penalty Verdict, and the link is going to be in the description for that if you want to go ahead and get on the wait list for that. And also, they would really like to have your guys' feedback as far as what features you want to see on the app for next football season. But that's definitely a tool that I'm going to be using in order to discuss officiating, because we as Kansas City Chiefs know how many allegations are made against the Kansas City Chiefs about getting favors from the referees. But you're going to want to have that for sure when it comes to football discourse. But now back to the video topic, guys. Jalen Royals. I mean, I'm sure Patrick Mahomes is ecstatic right now. The fact that the Chiefs were able to get this guy in the 4th round, I mean, someone that I think if they took them in the 2nd or 3rd round, no one would have batted an eye. We would have all said, great pick. And here they are getting him on day 3 of the NFL draft. I'm really happy, and I think this adds to what I have considered to be a pretty good draft class so far. I mean, I would give them an A draft so far as filling those needs. But if there's one area that I look at and I say the Chiefs really need to stop neglecting this, it's running back. And I talked about that last night. I'm talking about it again now. We're getting, to the tail end of the draft here, and the Kansas City Chiefs still have not taken a running back. That was a position that most of us agreed, hey, the Chiefs need to get someone here. I mean, their running back room right now looks like the worst in the NFL. They lacked explosive plays from the running back position. We saw what the true lack of a running threat did to this team late down the stretch and in the postseason. They need someone that is an actual threat so that it can open up the passing game even more. And I mean, if I were the Chiefs, I would seriously think about packaging every single pick I had for the rest of this draft, trading up as far as I can and getting the best running back available on the board. Because I think with that, you would have an A+ draft. You would have hit all the needs. I wouldn't wait any longer. There's still some good running backs left on the board, but they're going to start going fast. And I don't want the Chiefs to wait too long and end up having to rely on a UDFA yet again, because it seems like every year when I point out these weaknesses on the Chiefs, everyone says, even you guys, some commenters on my video say, we still have the draft, Josh, don't freak out. And then it's like, well, here we are at the end of the NFL draft, and we still don't have a running back. So hopefully the Chiefs get one with their next pick. If they do that, I will be ecstatic. But so far, looking at what they've done, I love it. I love the value at each pick. I love the player. Not too much bad to say right now. I wasn't not a huge fan of the Josh Simmons pick, but it was only going to be more of a problem for me if the Chiefs didn't hit the rest of their needs in this draft. And I think so far they are doing that. So that's my thoughts on the Jalen Royals selection for the Kansas City Chiefs in the 4th round. definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments, what your thoughts are on the Jalen Royals selection. Do you guys think this is the steal of the draft for the Kansas City Chiefs? Because I certainly think it is. But with all that being said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find this. Make sure you check out my work on showmefootball.com, arrowheadaddict.com for more. And as always, follow me on Twitter at showmefb. But that's all I got for you guys in this one. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, go Chiefs.